Look, there are a lot of rifle calibers out there, and most of them will do something well, but some, they just straight up suck for hunting. Whether it's poor terminal performance, limited ammo, weird ballistics, or just outdated hype, these are the rounds that might cost you a clean kill, a full freezer, or even a trophy animal. We're talking from experience here, not just theory. These are the 7 rifle calibers hunters should think twice about and what to use instead. So let's start with the round that looks good on paper until you realize it's mostly just paper. Number 7, the 22 Hornet. Now, it sounds cool, it has a nostalgic name, and it looks like a real rifle round compared to the 22 LR, but here's the reality. It has light bullets, so there's poor penetration. The velocity drops fast past 100 yards, it's sensitive to barrel length and twist rate, and it's easily deflected by brush, grass, or even the wind. It's fine for rabbits or groundhogs, but people stretch this round way too far into coyote or even small deer territory, and that's where it becomes unethical. Here's why you want to avoid it for hunting. It's too limited. It's low energy, poor expansion, and very little margin for error on anything bigger than a gopher. Use a 223 Remington or 22 250 instead. They're still flat, still fast, but they're actually lethal past 100 yards. Number 6, the 7.62 by 39mm. You've got a cheap SKS or AK. It shoots cheap steel case ammo, so why not take it deer hunting? Well, here's why not. It's inaccurate past 150 yards. The ballistics are worse than a 30-30. The ammo is often not designed for expansion, and the steel cases and hard primers have a meh consistency. Yes, it can work up close, and yes, it's killed deer before, but so has a rusty truck bumper. Doesn't mean it's the right tool for the job. Here's why you want to avoid it for hunting. It's a battlefield round, not a precision round, so you owe the animal better than that. Use instead a 30-30 if you want brush gun ballistics, or go 308 for more range and more punch. Number 5, the 17 HMR. Listen, we all love 17 HMR. It's fast, it's fun, it turns soda cans into confetti, but it's not a hunting round beyond squirrels or prairie dogs. Here's the breakdown. It has a tiny bullet which gives it minimal mass transfer. It gets pushed around by wind like a paper airplane, and it's devastating on rodents, sure, but it's barely adequate on larger varmints like coyotes, and it's absolutely not enough for anything bigger. Yes, it's accurate. Yes, it's flat shooting, but that doesn't make it lethal. Here's why you avoid it for hunting. It's too light, too wind sensitive, and not nearly enough energy for ethical kills on medium game. Instead, use the 22 WMR, or better yet, a lightweight 223 bolt gun if you want real coyote reach. Number 4. 5.56 NATO or 223 Remington. Now, this one might surprise you. The 5.56 NATO and 223 Remington absolutely can be used for hunting, but only with the right load. This is why it lands here. Most off-the-shelf full metal jacket or military surplus ammo has poor terminal performance. It also has an inconsistent expansion, there's shallow wound channels, and it's underpowered for deer-sized game if you're using junk ammo. Too many folks grab an AR, load it with green tip, and go deer hunting like it's a video game. That's how you wound animals, not harvest them. And here's why you're going to avoid it in the wrong context. If you don't know how to pick hunting-specific loads, this caliber will fail you and the animal. If you're married to the 223 5.56, use Barnes TSX, Federal Fusion, or other purpose-built soft points. Or step up to 6.5 Grendel or 300 Blackout with subsonics. Number 3, 338 Lapua Magnum. Oh boy. 338 Lapua Magnum was designed to punch through armor at 1500 plus yards. What it wasn't designed for was to kill a 160-pound white-tailed deer from a tree stand at 80 yards. Here's why it's dumb for most hunting. It has ridiculous recoil, the ammo is expensive, try like $5 plus per round, the rifles are heavy, they have a huge muzzle blast, and way too much energy for typical game animals. Unless you're hunting elk on the next mountain over, this is just overkill. You're not impressing anyone by vaporizing the ribcage of a whitetail. Here's why you're going to avoid it for hunting. It's like taking a sledgehammer to drive a finishing nail. Can it work? Sure. Should you? Not unless you're doing it for Instagram. Use a 300 Win Mag, 30-06 or 7mm Rem Mag, and they'll all do the job with less drama and more practicality, so use those instead. Number 2, the 30 Carbine. Look, the M1 Carbine is cool. It's lightweight, historic, and fun to shoot. But 30 Carbine as a hunting round, that's a hard no. Here's why. At 110 grain FMJ at about 1900 FPS, it's a glorified hot pistol round. It has terrible expansion, it's marginal penetration on deer-sized game, and it's designed for close quarters combat in World War II, not the whitetail in the woods. Yes, there are some soft points that exist. No, they're not great. Hunters have used it, but again, has been done doesn't mean it's a good idea. Why to avoid it for hunting? Well, it simply doesn't deliver consistent ethical kills on medium game. You're better off with literally any modern intermediate rifle cartridge. Use instead a 243 Win, 6.5 Creedmoor, or 30-30. They're just as easy to shoot and infinitely more effective. Number 1, 4570 Government. Wait, what? Isn't 4570 one of the best hunting rounds ever made? Yes, modern 4570 loads are amazing. But we're talking about the low-pressure, black powder-safe trapdoor loads that are still sold in stores today. Here's the danger for it. It's designed for 1873 Springfield trapdoor rifles. The muzzle velocity is around 1200 FPS. It has a rainbow trajectory, which means it has low energy past 100 yards. And worst of all, some hunters don't even realize they're using the wrong loads for modern rifles. You could have a Marlin 1895 or Henry X model, but if you're using trapdoor ammo, you're handicapping yourself badly. Here's why you want to avoid it for hunting. The load, not the caliber, is the problem. You're using a modern rifle, feed it modern ammo. Use instead the Hornady Lever Evolution, Buffalo Bore, or Garrett Hammerheads. You'll still get all the knockdown power, just with way better reach and performance. At the end of the day, caliber selection isn't just about what can kill a deer, it's about what does it well, ethically, and reliably. Here's what we learned so far. Number 1, just because a round fires doesn't mean it belongs in the woods. Number 2, too little power equals wounding animals, and you don't want to do that. If you're going to kill an animal, kill it ethically. Number 3, too much power equates to meat loss, recoil fatigue, and wasted money. And number 4, outdated or misunderstood calibers are a recipe for frustration. So do yourself and your freezer a favor. Choose the right caliber, the right load, and the right platform for your terrain and your game. Alright, now I want to hear your war stories. What caliber failed you in the field? Which round were you overhyped on until it let you down? Or which one do you love that everyone else thinks is garbage? Drop it in the comments, and don't forget, like the video, subscribe for more gear breakdowns and hard truths, ring that bell so you don't miss our next caliber roast, and until next time, shoot straight, choose smart, and leave the 17s at the range, and if you're gonna hunt animals, do it ethically. Happy hunting, and we'll see you in the next one.